the generation that I started my career and the generation that we are into are totally different. So for me, the person who inspired me into my career is my father. So my family, we are 5 members, 4 siblings with me, 4 girls and 1 boy, I have to say. And my father never differentiated. Whatever the opportunities he gave to my brother, equal opportunities he gave to us. I always believe that this equality starts from home. It's from the upbringing. That learnings has allowed me to grow myself, and I'm with you all today.
Honestly, as I reflect on my career journey, one word came to my mind is the idea of possibilities. I honestly didn't really quite plan structurally my career. And how it normally goes is the idea of possibilities, because I get very, very driven by uncomfortable feeling. I enjoy the feeling of going through uncomfortable situations, and I'm driven by the fact that there is possibility. So growing in my career also means that I tend to go to a different career path every time in different industries and different roles, and that's what typically shaped my career. Where I am right now at T-Systems, I think this opportunity over the last 5 months has been fantastic. A great growth opportunity awaits me. It can be quite painful, I must say. There were times where I felt, oh my gosh, I'm gonna give up, but again, driven by the fact that I see great growth opportunities, I want to go up from here. The only way up is here, and therefore, I want to journey with T-Systems and the employees for a better future together.
One of the most significant challenges that I face, even today, after having been in the industry for about 21 years, is to command and get a seat at the table, to get my voice heard when it really matters in important decisions that not just impact me but also impacts my team. This has been a challenge ongoing, not just for me as a woman in the industry, but for all women across the board, right? The way I've learned to handle this is to assert myself, come prepared in the conversation, and lay the right expectations with the right stakeholders, right? That's how I've been managing this challenge. So far, so good, successfully, and I hope that others can find the same solution for themselves. Empowerment of any kind, what it means for me is the ability and the freedom to be myself, to exercise a freedom of speech, a freedom of existing the way I want to exist. That's true empowerment for me. As a woman, the way I see it, I'd like the strength and the courage to find that space for myself, whether it's in my workspace or it's in my personal space. And how I would like others to be empowered around me is for me to be able to have enough empathy to accept them as they are and to bring them up enough so they can empower themselves. So that's the definition of empowerment for me as a woman.
Many people have asked me this, and I can recall a book that I read, and the book title is The Mountain is You. This is really a very interesting book, and one thing that I learned and I want to share with the women out there is that a lot of times the mountain is you yourself. That's your mental roadblock. A lot of times you don't want to be seen, you fear rejection, you fear failure, and sometimes you want to enjoy being in the shadow. And I think there's a lot of women saying to me when I'm in my HR career, they will come and tell me, oh Lorraine, I don't think I can do it, I'm not good enough. And this is where I come in my HR role to coach and to mentor women. And I would definitely advise women out there, when you're in the room, show up unapologetically, take up the opportunity to shine, speak up, listen, and engage with the audience in the room. That's how you will be seen, and that's how you will make a positive impression. Secondly, I think it's also very important because as women, we have a lot of roles to play. Okay, we have to be a daughter, a mother, a wife, and back at work, a full-time career awaits us. Like me and like many other women out there, I would say set your priorities and boundaries right. It's very important for you to also be courageous out there, be open and straightforward. When you start a new career, set your expectations right with your manager. Do not be shy about saying about your personal life. A good manager is one who will be very interested in your career and in your personal situation. There will be times that you will be out of balance, no problem. Be ready to pivot back, and you will find the right balance over time as you grow in your career. So that's my advice to women out there. Thank you.
Number 1 is believe in yourself. Confidence is key in everything that you do. Whether you are voicing out your ideas or putting together any solutions or proposals in this IT industry, that makes you stand out. Every time you show your confidence, people will see that in you and people will admire and people will accept. Second, I would like to highlight is being authentic. Be truthful and have yourself a set of principles and values. Anytime there is a deviations to the principles that you have in place, do not accept it. Your values and your principles tells you who you are and the legacy that you will leave behind will portray that is you. Number 3, build your skills. The wordings knowledge is power will stand out. If you are knowledgeable, then your unique ideas, your perspective, everything will be accepted.
Most importantly, is the lessons learned to shape us to become stronger and more resilient. Always approach things with an open mind. As many would say, change is the only constant, and I am a believer of this statement. To be successful, especially in IT industry, you need to establish a personal branding for yourself that you are second to none.
And finally, one word. Today, everyone is talking about a diversity. If you are given a role just to meet the diversity KPI, do not accept it. Only if it is given for your expertise and the value that you are going to bring to an organization, then take it forward in order to grow your own career. On behalf of T Systems, LBU Singapore, I would like to wish every woman out here a very happy International Women's Day. Thank you.